Hmm, how beautiful is this? The sun is going down. It's just me and the sun. Let me show you the sun. I have shared so many sunsets with my father, Michael Jackson, and these are the moments in my life that I felt that I was loved. And this is the kind of love that I can feel I can live forever. If I wasn't loved the way that my father loved me, I would have not survived all the things that I survived throughout of my life. I cannot deal with people saying that I'm imagining it, Michael Jackson to be my father, because it's hard being Michael Jackson's child. And because he's an artist. And I have educated myself a lot about children of artists. And one of very interested story that I found out is that Roseanne Barr, her daughter, she went through a lot of hell because of her mother was famous, and she did not know how to raise her child well, protect her child well with very bad advices. So if the world will find out that Michael Jackson is my father, um, I would like to have support from Roseanne Barr because I love her. I love the way she thinks. I think it's scandalous of what Hollywood have done to her rights. Um, Something she created, her show, Roseanne, that Roseanne, the Corner family, it was so amazing, right, and that they tried to steal her work. And but this woman, she educated me a lot of just the person that she is and the way that she stand in life, and she was very honest that she didn't do well with her daughter, and she's not the only artist that didn't do well with the children. And Michael Jackson have been extraordinary to keep me secret for all these years, and I want to destroy the image of the king of pop that Motown have been building on Michael Jackson body. You know, he wasn't allowed to be a kid. I always felt sorry for him that he had to sing Christmas songs, but he wasn't allowed to celebrate Christmas or he has happy birthday because he was Jehovah's Witness. I mean, they took really all the joy out of my father's life. If I think about all these things that my father survived as an individual and as a human being, I cannot be angry with him because he tried his best. My memorial to him, this book, Thriller Betrayal and Thriller The Dark Side of the Land, I want people to read my books because I want to destroy the image of the king of pop. I want people to understand why he changed his face, because he became mental. Michael Jackson really became mental sick, and it wasn't because he was famous than ever. No, because the last thing that was his child, was also being taken away from him in the most horrible way. When I was angry with my father, the best thing that he ever did, he went into mental hospital. Just like I went to talk to a shrimp, that he came back into my life. My father went to a clinic. And I was so proud with my father, so I called Sony Music and said, hey, my father didn't bother me for a while. Where is he? And then they told me he was in a mental clinic. I don't know the place anymore. And that he was dealing with his emotions about the angriness that I had. So it have also break him down. There are some people in the industry where Michael Jackson personally have told them that I'm his daughter, and they also laughed in Michael Jackson's face. They said, "No, you cannot have a daughter." So the same thing that people are doing to me, like, no, you cannot be Michael Jackson's daughter because Michael Jackson was only 17 when he had you. They did exactly the same to him. They also say to Michael Jackson, you cannot have a child uh, at your 17 because you are Michael Jackson, and because you are Michael Jackson, we had no. And Michael Jackson said, no, no, you don't know, but I have. You see that girl, Mocienne? She's my daughter. And to have experienced that, my father faced the same brutality as I do now. Um, it heals. It helps dealing with pain of being abandoned. It helps. Why does it help? Because it doesn't make me feel alone. I'm fighting now this Dutch government with my lawsuit about my kidnapping. And the last 38 years, uh, it was so easy for people to judge me like a Michael Jackson fan. There's one thing in the world that Michael Jackson people find out very fast, that I could be the real deal, that I could be the Mocienne my father was looking for all these years, is that I couldn't answer all the fan questions. I wasn't a fan. If I have to do a quiz about Michael Jackson, I will lose because I don't know nothing really about Michael Jackson, the artist. I only know Michael Jackson, my father, things that the world doesn't know. So one thing my father's people find out very fast, I wasn't a Michael Jackson fan. And my father, yes, he was quite angry about that I wasn't a Michael Jackson fan. And but he really wanted me to get to know his fans, and he even paid me. He even paid me to investigate his fans and what his life was about. When I was young, I studied a lot of my father's music, and it was very hard for me to find out that he have been abused so much. But it also put a lot of things together, you know. My grandfather, Joe, he was really a scary guy. But because Katharine Jackson made him. Joe Jackson, he was a nicer guy than people expect, because he was just also being used. He was being used as a storyline. You can say the Jackson family is just like a Kim Kardashian show, the Kardashian Jenner show, because they are also people not really showing themselves. They are acting. They are keeping the things private that they want private. They don't show what they don't show. It's not. It's called a show, you know. And the Jackson family, they were the first show. Only they didn't. There were no camera to record their funniness because they were very funny. The media created the idea that Katharine Jackson is such an angel, while she's not. She's a bitch. Katharine Jackson is a bitch. And she have always been in control of the family. And she tried to control Joe, but she couldn't, because Joe was like, you are the woman, I'm the man, bleep, 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 bleep. I do what I want. And he made a couple of women, he made them pregnant, and he had another two daughters, Joe Funny and another girl, I don't remember. The other girl don't want to be famous. She just wants to live her life, and that's okay. But Joe Funny, she really wants to be huge, famous, and she's not playing well because nobody really like her. But the other daughter of Joe Jackson, she doesn't want to be famous. And do I want to be famous? No, I don't want to be famous, but I want to destroy the image of the king. Michael Jackson was only the king of pop. Michael Jackson was my dad. Michael Jackson was a man. Michael Jackson was a womanizer. Michael Jackson loved women. Michael Jackson was no pedophile. Michael Jackson was very intelligent, amazing business guy, and ballerina and ballerine. He was really ballerina. He was more than just the artist. Um, he was more than just a businessman. Michael Jackson was a yoga freak, meditation freak. I was raised with meditation and yoga, you know, so I can, I'm here, and as far as I can do that now. Sun is going down. I really wanted to record, so I'm here, so I can really sit here, and meditate when the sun goes down. I just want the world to know that Michael Jackson was more than just an artist. He was my dad, and he was amazing. He was a phenomenal human being. And it's been 13 years that he died. And I feel like now is the time for me to talk to him. Talk about him, say my mind. And the Michael Jackson fans, they are missing his music, his energy, yeah. I am such a bad daughter because every time when I see my father performing all this, I see a man struggling to live. I see a monkey that has to do his show trip. I don't see the Michael Jackson that I know. My dad relaxing against the tree. I just see an entertainment working his butt off. For what? Because people want to abuse him. People want to hurt him. And it hurts. And this is why I cannot deal with my father's work. When I see my father's work, I see pain. And he needed his work to survive losing me, his child, and losing his childhood, losing a lot of things. And it hurt me very much that he died at 50. So he didn't have enough time to enjoy the rest of his life. I would have loved to see my father being an old man of 80, going through his 70s. I would have really, 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 really loved to see that. But it's not going to happen because 13 years ago he was murdered. And I want to destroy the king of pop illusion about him. I want the world to know Michael Jackson was so much more than just an artist. He was sacrificed. He was sacrificed by Motown, Jackson family, his business people. And I will say again, the only person that really was standing next to Michael Jackson was Sound of Music. When Sound of Music found out I was his secret daughter, they did everything they could to protect Michael. And they did everything they could to push Michael coming to me, finish it. Sound of Music have done everything in their power they could to giving Michael Jackson a chance to stay alive. If I know 100% if Michael Jackson would have been a Sony music artist in 2009, nobody would have killed him. They killed him because he was standing alone. That's why he killed him. They killed him. But not Sony. Sony Music did not kill Michael Jackson. Other people did. Okay, it was Mocienne Petit Jackson. I hope you have enjoyed the sunset. And thank you for watching. Stay safe.